Hola a todos! Welcome back to My Bilingual Life, the podcast where we talk about language, culture, and everything in between. I'm Laura, your Spanish teacher friend who loves helping you feel confident en español.
And I'm Carl, your resident native speaker bringing the Latino perspective and maybe a few jokes along the way.
We're talking about something that's been all over the internet this week, Bad Bunny's big moment on Saturday Night Live.
Oh yes, the monologue that broke social media.
Exactly. He looked straight into the camera and said, "If you didn't understand what I just said, you have 4 months to learn Spanish."
And just like that, millions of people suddenly started counting down to the Super Bowl.
So today we're asking, what did he mean by that? Why does it matter? And what can you actually do in 4 months to make real progress in Spanish?
Let's start with the basics. Bad Bunny, Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, is from Vega Baja, Puerto Rico. And in case anyone's still confused, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. That means Bad Bunny is a U.S. citizen.
Right. So when he steps onto the Super Bowl halftime stage, it's not some international guest appearance. It's an American performing in his own language, Spanish.
Exactly. And that's what makes this moment powerful. He's one of the biggest artists in the world, and he did it without changing who he is or what language he sings in.
And that's such a great example for bilingual people and for anyone learning Spanish. You don't have to abandon your language to be successful.
When he spoke Spanish on SNL, it wasn't just for Latinos, it was for everyone. It was like he was saying, hey, this is part of the culture now. Join us.
Yes, his tone wasn't arrogant. It was confident. It was an invitation.
An invitation to understand, to connect, and honestly, to learn something new.
I see the impact of that in my students all the time. When they see someone like Bad Bunny using Spanish proudly on such a big stage, it lights them up.
Claro, when I was a kid, sometimes people told me to speak English only. Now, Spanish is everywhere. Music, TV, movies. The halftime show is just the next step.
And for learners, this is your moment too. You can join that energy. You don't have to wait until you're fluent to be part of the conversation.
That's right. Even understanding a few lines of a song or a phrase in an interview feels empowering.
Exactly. So if Bad Bunny gave us 4 months, let's see what you can realistically achieve in that time.
Okay, Laura, let's be honest. Can someone become fluent in 4 months?
Probably not. Fluency takes time, but 4 months is plenty to make noticeable progress. You can move from, I know a few words, to, I can have short conversations.
So what kind of progress are we talking about?
If you practice daily, you could understand the main ideas of simple conversations, recognize about 600 to 800 key words, follow basic song lyrics with help from subtitles, or order food or introduce yourself comfortably.
That's actually a lot. People underestimate what 4 months of steady effort can do.
Exactly. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. 10 to 30 minutes a day adds up fast.
All right, Laura, let's get practical. If someone wants to take Bad Bunny's challenge seriously, what should they do every day?
Here's my realistic 5-step daily plan. Everything fits in about half an hour, and you can do it anywhere. Step 1, listen every day. Start your day hearing Spanish, music, a short podcast, a YouTube clip, anything that gives your ears that rhythm.
Music is perfect because you're enjoying it. Even if you don't understand everything, you're training your ear.
Exactly. And hey, our YouTube channel has Learning Spanish with Songs videos. Those are a great way to listen and understand what's happening in the lyrics.
Yeah, those break down real vocabulary from actual songs, not textbook phrases.
Step 2. Learn 5 new words. 5 words a day might not sound like much, but that's over 600 by February. Focus on words you'll actually use. Greetings, food, hobbies.
You could even pull them from the song you listened to that morning.
Yes, turn your playlist into your vocab list. And check out our short vocab videos. Each one gives you new words with examples.
And remember, repetition is key. Review yesterday's words before adding new ones.
Step 3. Watch or read something short. Scroll through social media, read a simple post, or watch one of our short story videos. The idea is daily contact with real Spanish.
And those stories are great because they use natural language, but they're still easy to follow.
Exactly. If you're a beginner, repetition and context are your best teachers. Step 4. Speak out loud.
Okay, this is the part most people avoid.
Right? People say, I'm too shy to speak, but you can't learn a language silently. Even if it's just repeating phrases from a song or a story, say them out loud.
When you speak, you train your mouth to move differently. That's why even small practice sessions help.
You can even record yourself saying new words. Each week, you'll be amazed at how much smoother it sounds later. And finally, step 5. Reflect and review. At the end of the day, think about something you understood that you couldn't before. Maybe it's a lyric or a phrase from a story. That reflection keeps you motivated.
It's like your personal scoreboard. You realize, hey, I understood that line today.
Exactly. Celebrate those moments. That's what keeps you going.
Let's talk about staying motivated. People start strong, but then life happens.
Yeah, motivation fades, but habits keep you moving. Even 5 minutes counts. Don't quit because you missed a day. Just keep going.
I think the trick is to tie it to something exciting, like, I want to understand Bad Bunny's halftime show.
Exactly. Give your learning a purpose. It could be music, travel, family, or work. Having a reason turns Spanish from homework into a passion.
And community helps too. So here's an idea. Let's make it interactive right here on YouTube.
Yes, if you're watching or listening on our channel, comment below and tell us what you're doing each day to learn Spanish.
We'll check the comments and cheer you on. Consider it the Bad Bunny Challenge, My Bilingual Life edition.
Perfect. A challenge right here in the comments. Okay, let's wrap this up. Bad Bunny's message wasn't just a punchline, it was a reminder that language connects us.
He didn't say you must learn Spanish. He said you can. There's a difference. It's about opening doors.
Exactly. So if you start today, by the Super Bowl, you could understand parts of interviews, sing along with confidence, and connect with a huge community of Spanish speakers.
And the plan is simple. Listen every day, learn 5 new words, watch or read something short, speak out loud, and reflect on your progress.
That's it. No pressure, no perfection, just daily growth.
And if you stick with it, comment below in February and tell us how it went.
We'd love to hear your progress.
So Laura, you excited for the halftime show?
Absolutely. It's going to be a celebration of music, culture, and language.
And for all our listeners, you've got 4 months. Let's make them count.
You can do this. Start today, keep it fun, and remember, learning Spanish opens more than just doors. It opens hearts.
Nos vemos pronto.
See you next time on My Bilingual Life.